Hello and welcome to another episode of Minneapolis by Night. Today we are having a meeting of shifters in the Stormcrow. So I assume Stormtail is already there, so he can do his intro and then I'll intro my character because he has not got there yet.
Well, after meeting with Nephthys earlier, probably Stormtail had headed off to go digest information and such. And once he got back, probably what he did is still in his Corvid form, just kind of chilled out on the edge of the building. And as anybody actually goes to head inside, he's just trying to. He's practicing his ability to pick up if somebody has rage.
Okay. So well, you're perched up on top of the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so you see a guy come through, and if I don't know if you want to roll something to detect if people have rage or not. But you see a dude who's about God. I have to actually think of his Hamid description. He's lupus, so he's never in Hamid, so I never have to describe it. So he's about 5'7", dark hair. He's got a pretty muscular build, but he's not like a bodybuilder. You can tell he works out at least a little. He's pretty attractive by human standards, but very. You can tell like when a couple of people like say, "Oh, hi," walking by him on the street, and he kind of just looks at him. He's not very socially adept.
Yeah. So, let's see. Uh, this is part. Uh, Successes were 7 up, or what was it?
For what?
For throwing a dice roll.
6 up unless the SD says otherwise.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I've got at least 2. So.
Okay. Well, this guy is he's exhibiting some rage, but it's a very minimal amount.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a little bit of rage, but he's obviously not human. But he's exhibiting so low rage, you might think he's a Garal or something because he's exhibiting so little rage.
Well, as far as
I mean,
Stormtail's experience.
if you know what Garal are.
Oh, I know. Stormtail, if you
Yeah.
were to ask him what a girl is, he might look at you like, the what? Also, Holly's trying to be a sneaker.
No, I let her in. I let her
Oh,
in.
shh. But anyway, so after picking up on him, the bird's gonna go hop over to the edge of the building and make his way off to some sort of
Oh
quiet
shit!
corner.
Sorry about that. When Holly jumped in, it reactivated the watching link. Is why we were getting the loop back.
Okay.
So I fixed it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, um, so anyway, in Corvin form, he's gonna hop over to the edge of the building and just flit his way down into the alleyway, find some little discreet spot, and shift back into Hamid. And at this point, because both he's scared, nervous, and excited, and all that crap, he's just about how to describe it. You know when somebody's doing like that fast run, but they're not quite trying to jog, and they're just very weirdly running with long strides, or
Mm-hmm.
walking long strides? He's kind of doing that all the way up to the door. Stops, straightens himself out, then makes his way inside.
Okay.
Um, and once he's actually in, he kind of just beelines it straight for the guy. Just, um, once he's within kind of like standard conversation distance. Hi, so I was told I needed to come in to say, to talk to somebody. Are you busy?
He just looks at you. No. Who are you?
Hi, I'm new in town.
Hi, new in town.
And he just kind of narrows his eyes at I'm like, oh, I see where this is going. Okay, so, um, and oh crap, I forgot what his name was before his change.
You're literally going to be. This is how he's going to remember you because that's how you introduced him to him. And he's Lupus. He's here. He's heard weirder names. So just
Yeah.
FYI, you just given yourself your name. This character.
After he says the whole hi, new in town, just like, no, just go ahead and call me Storm. Anyway, uh, Stormtail Andrew. I don't care. So I was told I needed to try and track down somebody from what was the word? And he's like he starts looking off into the distance, trying to remember what it was because he had this huge information dump earlier. A sept or something like that. I don't know. I need to. I was told I needed to talk to an alpha, or at the very least, I just need to talk to anybody so I can figure out who's who around here because apparently I'm going to be busy. Did I disconnect something?
Hello.
Hi, and no, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay. Because I dropped out by accident and I missed like everything but the tail end of that.
Ah, well, pretty much the gist of it was he kept stumbling over himself and trying to say who he was supposed to meet, and he pretty much ended up culminating with saying he
Can
needs
you
somebody
guys
to meet.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, your camera's on. Okay. So anyway, and up he just dropped again.
Okay, did you guys hear my intro to the last bit or no?
No, could not hear a word out of you.
Okay, so I'll redo it when Joey returns. It all makes sense now. Sings would have reacted to this intro. Sings? Joey?
And Joey's now muted.
Hello.
Hello, Joey. How are you?
Hello.
Joey,
You can't hear me.
I can hear you just fine.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So just as
It's
a thing,
just
since
being ridiculous.
Yeah.
you both ended up dropping out at one point or another, how does the hosting work on this? Because if it's decided to make me host, that may not be the best idea.
No, I'm
Do
still host.
okay. As
Okay.
long as we can all hear each
Yeah,
other now, we're legit.
Yep.
Okay, good. So
But
I'll
can somebody
redo my
open Dice
intro.
Stream because I don't have it now.
Honey, I will reopen my dice stream. It's open. What do you need?
Thank you. I just need it to show back up because I don't have Dice Stream.
I've got my dice stream up. It's working.
All right. Just do your intro. I'll try and figure this out.
McKenna walks into the bar and yes, while she notices Sings and the newcomer, She walks right past into the, just right to the back of the bar. And she grabs a bottle of whiskey and walks back to the customer side of the bar and sits down next to Sings. And she just starts drinking the whiskey.
Sings he'll look over and he'll get this big ol' smile on his face, and he literally just grabs McKenna in this big hug and lifts her up. Oh, I'm good to see you, cousin.
And she actually
This is
wraps
very
her
loud,
arms around him and
boisterous
hugs him,
hug.
as she's pulling the whiskey away from her mouth and passes him the bottle. Where the fuck have you been, man? The
Set her
shit's
down.
really hitting the fan.
I had to go
Stormtail's
talk
now,
to my
like,
totem, and then this kid just showed up.
Ah,
he
hey.
just kind of
And
waves
Sings
a little
just
bit
gestured
like,
at
"Hi."
Stormtail when he said that.
She looks at the newcomer. Ah, who are you?
And he just kind of, like, he's kind of standoffish a little bit. He's like, call me Stormtail. Hi.
Well, I'm forged in Hellfire. You can call me
That's
McKenna.
That's ominous.
Okay, well, if you can roll your perception, primal urge, or if you have sense worm. I can't recall off the top of my head.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you can roll your perception, primal urge. It's gonna be a diff 8 though.
At this point, he's just kind of assuming that she probably is, because of the whole how she walked in and said hi.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Are those 3s or 8s? They're blurred.
Those are 8s.
They're 8s.
Okay, so you got one success.
He's got 1 success.
She is mildly tainted. Sings, actually, you should
And in
roll
fact,
your
so is the
perception
other-
primal
so is the other
urge.
kid.
You should roll your perception primal urge.
Well, I can't because I don't have dice. I don't have dice.
What is your perception
I don't
primal
have dice
urge?
stream.
You need to tell me what your perception primal urge is then, sweet cheeks, because I'll roll it for you.
It is 6.
All right. Ha ha! No, you don't notice. Oh my god, no. No. In fact, it's so far from noticeable that you're just normal. Beyond normal.
Sings is always beyond normal. He looks at the new
Something's
kid.
Something's off with her, but it's not. It's the opposite effect. Like you feel like
We already
because
smelled
it's a
she was
botch-
wearing. She already smelled it.
But for some reason, because it was a botch, she smells even more corrupted.
I was just gonna say he already knows He already did this last time when he first met her, so he already remembered.
But it's more so than what it was last time because you botched.
Okay. He just kind of looks at her, but kind of shakes his head. Then he looks at the new kid. So you said your name was Stormtail?
Yes. Hi. So, yeah, I met a cat earlier who said that I should pretty much try and hang out here sometime this evening if I intended on trying to meet anybody.
Which cat did you meet, sweetie?
He holds up his hand about the same height as himself. He's like, she's about yay tall, white everywhere. Nep.
Oh, Big
Nep
Mouth.
says,
Big Mouth. Got it. No, she's not bad.
well,
I like her all right. I just wish she'd stay quieter.
Well, and he just kind of throws his hands up. He's like, the fact that she kept talking actually was really helpful because she explained a whole lot of things that I didn't know.
And actually, because I do have scent of the true form. Perception privilege.
Sings kind of starts. Oh, I never actually introduced
Okay.
myself. I'm Carter McMillan, and he holds out his hand. He holds his hand out really slowly, though, kind of like unsure if that's the right thing to do.
And,
Of course, since it's a thing Stormtail's used to, he just kind of grabs it and starts shaking emphatically, like, awesome! This is happening. I'm not being eaten yet.
McKenna is looking at Stormtail, and she actually has a really big grin on her face.
Like a creepy grin, or just
No,
like an excited grin?
Like, she's excited. Excited.
So while shaking the other guy's hand, sup? Did I say something?
I know those of your persuasion.
Daddy,
I like them.
Change.
Thank you. No, I know those of your persuasion. I like them. I like them. I hope you're just as awesome.
Mommy, you almost made me fall.
At this point, he looks like he's probably about ready to just pick her up in a hug. Like,
if he goes over to do that, he highly advise against that right now.
He's far too uncomfortable around anybody to actually do it, but it looks like he really wants to.
Well, let's see. She can roll her perception empathy. It is her good thing.
After about a minute of you shaking his hand, Sings kind of pulls his hand back.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Oh yeah, she totally picks up that with sorry. Yeah, and those 10s explode, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 successes.
Holy fuck.
She totally picks that up. She's a Philodox.
So he just kind of goes and he sits opposite of Singh, so that she's like in the middle of him, and he's like almost leaning on top of the bar to try and talk to them both. Says, okay, so yeah, I got into town like just a few hours ago. I used to be around here before first change thingy majigger. There's
So you're a new
Nephthys
guy.
said that there was a couple of people that were in, but anyway, so she said that there's a couple of people that are kind of in charge, like as much as anybody's supposedly in charge, that I should try and say hi to tonight or sometime soon. But she also said that things are going really, really weird lately.
He just nods.
And I would rather say hi in such a way that.
No, go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
and I would like to get to. I would like to get to say hi in such a way where I'm not going to get chased off and or eaten.
Well, quite frankly, the sept that Carter and I come from is the one that's more accepting of your folk, though our folk tend to work well with your folk anyways.
Sings just looks at McKenna.
He just does the...
The warder is who I would generally recommend introducing yourself to. But I have been unable to find her. I went back to the set before I came here, and I was unable to find Heartly Geist.
Well, McKenna, I gotta go to the Iron Tower. Do you think I should just take him with me? Oh yeah, I gotta go to the Iron Tower. And he leans over and he elbows her. I gotta find Foster and Thayerge. He kind of just grins at her.
She smiles and she's like, I'm in the same predicament, only I need to find 1.5 moon persuasion.
Well, why don't we take Mr. Stormtail and go introduce him? And then he
actually,
right now I'm imagining the scene. Right now I'm imagining the scene of the two gurus just like leaning in and looking at him with that grin.
Actually, now that you mention it, there is one of his At the Iron Tower.
Sounds like a perfect deal.
When they do look over at him, he's got this look of, I have no idea what the hell either one of you are talking about, and I'm slightly concerned about that. But then, the moment he says, oh, but there's one over there, he gets, like, his eyes light up like, I thought I was.
It's a shame that, my friend JoJo left. She looks at Sings.
Sings just goes, Jojo would have eaten him alive. And he says that in like a chuckle. Like a chuckle.
JoJo is, what shall we call my dear friend JoJo? He's very helpful.
A cannibal? Oh.
No, JoJo is not a cannibal. She just chuckles at Stormtail. He's one of yours. Unfortunately, he's no longer in Minneapolis. However, if you look for she leans forward and whispers a name to Stormtail, and the name is Scott Wells.
Mm-hmm.
If you look for him, he might be helpful to you.
Alrighty. And at this point, he just pulls out a little, one of those little flip notepads or whatnot, and just writes it down, and then stuffs it back into his jacket.
I know how you're kind, like information. She chuckles. Sings, where have you been?
Yeah, it's.
She seems a little flighty right now.
When she asked where he was, he just chuckles. I had to go ask Unicorn for some things.
Wait, unicorns are a thing?
A totem spirit. And he says that in a lower tone of voice.
Well, that was the thing. When McKenna went to the back, she was messing with the cameras. She saw that you were there and she wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
Not for her. She works at the Stormcrow.
I mean, the bartender doesn't care either way.
Nope, the bartender is kinfolk. He doesn't care.
But Things doesn't know that, so.
Eric does not give a shit. He is kinfolk.
Yeah, and
which is why McKenna is so free in speaking around him.
Yeah, and as far as when they had corrected the thing about unicorn to totem spirit, he just, again, blank look of like, okay, I'm gonna have to make a list of shit that I don't understand.
I'll roll perception empathy. Yeah. Okay, 2. You're clearly confused.
A little bit.
Can you roll,
Okay.
Holly, can you roll me 3 dice, please?
988.
Wow!
988.
Sings actually. Sings looks at him. Wow, you really are pretty new, aren't you?
Hey, we all start somewhere, right?
At this point, he leans in a little bit closer. He's like, as far as that starting somewhere, from what I understand, normally you at least have somebody to try and show you the ropes.
This is true.
I didn't have any. I never met anybody until 4 days ago, and I've.
Oh, sweetie.
I've been trying to do this for 6 months.
Oh. So you need a lot, huh? She just kind of gently puts a hand on his shoulder and lightly taps him, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
He
honey.
just kind of hangs his head like, yes, you have no idea.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not one of yours. I do know those of yours, clearly.
You know what?
She
Even
just
having a
glances at
direction.
Sings. Like, she glances at Sings like, help. I know you've held higher
Yes.
rank than I have at one point. Like, help.
He just shrugs. We'll find you someone to help you. Don't worry about that.
That's good. I appreciate it because even just having a right direction to go, I've been making so much more progress in just the last few days. He's got like this ear to ear grin, like he's like a crack addict finally getting ready to get a fix.
I think
You at
you'll
least
do well at our home. Our
you at
home is the
least
one that
know how to use
accepts.
gifts, right?
He just looks at things like, how to use what?
He doesn't understand.
Sings, sighs, just stands up and starts stretching. Just like
Cousin.
no, it's like more of a I need to do something before I say something like and go kill whoever like performed that right on this dude because they did not do their duty, like that kind of a stretch, and like he's mad at Storm.
The rights master.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, as far as out of character knowledge, it does. As far as any of the background that I've set up, it's pretty much storyteller discretion on if the parent Korax was just derelict, or if something happened to them and the one that was supposed to be guarding the egg.
If you don't know anything, something happened to them. Something definitely happened to the keeper of this fetish egg.
Mm-hmm.
But still, the whole
Because
fact that
they
you were
don't
kind of
create these without intent.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but the fact that
something had to happen for them to not be around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The fact that you weren't taught at all though is very very irksome to things right now.
And McKenna just
It's
kind of
hilarious.
slowly, like, she kind of puts a hand on either shoulder on Sings as he stands up. We all start somewhere.
Yes, but some of at least most of us had mentors.
Not always. Not always. And she kind of glances at Stormtail. And you said you've been around here 4 days?
Okay, so before my change, I used to live here.
Okay.
And then that change happened, and I kind of took a vacation. I flew off north, met this Canadian dude. Went back. He called himself Richard Crown.
Um,
The innuendo of the name was not lost on me. But he told me that there were a number of people that were back here that would be able to try and point me in the right directions, and so I came back, and I got back into town earlier this afternoon.
okay.
At which point he stops and he looks back at the bartender. He's like, "I paid for those chili fries. I will get those later."
The bartender actually like goes back. He's like, 1 second, I'll go check those,
Oh,
and he disappears into the back.
and Stormtail's like trying to wave after him, like, wait. Damn it. He's turning back to the other two. I
What?
ordered those 3 hours ago, and then I walked out because I wasn't paying attention.
Oh well, if he's checking on it, he clearly forgot. Advantage to you. The Phyllonox actually is like, it's his loss. It's not like it's your fault.
Sings kind of.
What Sings?
Oh, I think I dropped out of there for a sec. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. So, everything right after advantage you just kind of dropped out there for a moment.
Oh crap. I mean, not knowing things can give you an advantage.
Hello?
It's also a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But the advantage here is that he has clearly forgotten that you ordered those fries 3 hours ago. She looks over towards the back door, like the door to the back room.
Which point
Sometimes you get lucky that way. Shh.
Yeah, Stormtail just kind of
Hello?
shrugs. It's like, you know what?
Hello.
Whatever.
Okay. Okay, so Sing's gestures at the. Sorry about dropping out. Sing's gestures at the drink McKenna brought with her. Mind if I see that for a moment?
She hands him the bottle of whiskey that she pulled from behind the bar.
He'll take it and he goes up to the bar, and you see him when the bartender comes back, asks for 3 glasses, and then he asks him to fill them with that, and he takes a flask and he asks him to pour a little bit of that into each of them.
Okay.
That little flask that Sing's had on the side on his side.
Yep. I know what flask you're
And then
talking
probably
about. I
so
gave
you
it to
guys
you.
can so you guys can talk. This will take him like 10 minutes or so, probably by the time the bartender gets back.
So, at this point, it is one of the things that should be stated is Stormtail is very animated with his hands. Whenever he's talking, he's one of those people that talks with his hands as much as he does his mouth.
Okay.
And so, as he's sitting there next to him, he says, okay, so you mentioned this thing about an iron tower. What's that?
The Iron Tower is the sept where you can find one of your persuasion. Scott Wells, the name I've given you already. She kind of glances at Sings briefly, and her gaze casts back over to Stormtail. I knew another of your persuasion, but he left town. He had callings from your totem that called him elsewhere. He is my business partner. She smiles.
Okay, so Iron Tower. That's where I need to go find Scott, and that's where I might be able to actually get. Okay, got it. Cool. So,
Yeah.
Nepthys also said that there was so Iron Tower is one of the groups of
It
us.
is a sept. It's a group of shifters. Not necessarily all of your persuasion, but some of ours. She she motions between Sings and herself.
Oh, he's pointing up. Sorry, I'm not trying to catch up, but wait.
She's already
It,
grasped what you are with Sent to the True Form. She's picked that up, so that's why she's speaking.
Yeah, and he just points at each of them. Cats or dogs?
We don't really like the term dogs. And actually,
Sorry.
Sings, you should probably roll your rage because you are lupus born.
I am rolling perception alertness first to see if I heard. Because I'm not gonna. I barely hear. Oh, don't worry. It's actually impossible for him to frenzy.
Yeah, it's a crescent moon right now, though.
Does that mean I have to roll an extra die?
No, it's just standard diff.
I botched the rage roll, so I definitely don't frenzy.
Yeah, even at lower diff, it's you still you still botch it. So yeah, that's the hallelujah. The one roll you ever want to botch is your rage, and you get it. You're chill.
Oh, sorry, you go.
I was just
McKenna's not inclined to roll it because she's Hamid born. She knows that she's a lupus, but she's also an outcast. So, or she knows that she's a wolf, but she's also outcast, so she's not too pissed.
a little less proud about, like, not gonna go throw a punch out right away.
Exactly.
No, Joey, I was just gonna say, it seems like just from the last 2 days and what I've been reading, how often do you actually make a roll without botching it?
Not very often.
Yeah, the last few days we've had some epic dice stream fails.
when you make the comment about the dogs or cats, there's a low growl from the bar, but nothing else. And Sings will actually walk back with 3 glasses and the whiskey bottle, and he sits down, and he gives everyone a glass. And he lifts his up. Cheers. He downs it.
Cheers. She downs hers because resist toxin is kicking unless otherwise stated.
Okay.
So
And
she's learned not to not have that kick in.
Yeah. Especially around Sings.
and given what McKenna had been saying before the throwing of the dice and whatnot, he just kind of cringes and he slides back in his stool a bit, like, sorry, yeah, I didn't think about
Yeah,
that.
you don't have your gifts, and so well, you don't know of them. You have them out of character. I do want you to roll a stamina, only because you don't have resist toxin. Oh, and by the way, Sings, do you have resist toxin?
Nope.
Then you
I
should
think it has
probably
to
roll
be.
it too,
Shouldn't it
sweetie.
be more than one though? Shouldn't it be more than one though? If it's more than one drink.
Well, you've split the bottle 3 ways. If
I didn't realize he was pouring the whole bottle in
Yes, that's why I
It
said
was
she
like
grabbed the
shots.
bottle and started drinking off of it. Yes.
there.
So yes, that is your misinterpretation. So yes.
Oh, yeah. He's drunk. Shit.
And Stormtail just got one shot in front of him, or was that what?
He split the bottle 3 ways. She had taken literally 2 drinks off of it, like pulls off of it before
I
setting it
was
down.
asking for shot glasses, not.
No, see,
full
you should have specified shot glasses instead of glasses, sweetie. You're talking about Fiona. The bartender knows McKenna.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at this point, if it's a full-size glass, there is no way in hell Stormtail's drinking that whole thing, because he's a lightweight to begin with.
The only
drink
reason she's drinking it is because resist toxin.
Yeah.
I know what gift I'm getting next. Because we drink way too often.
Being Fiona.
So you actually take a sip?
And she looks at Sings and she's like, I'm doing a brewery tour.
He chuckles.
I'm learning how to make beverages.
He gives her like a hesitant thumbs up, and then he looks at Stormtail. You're not gonna drink?
He's gonna sniff it first, figure out how much this might knock him on his ass if he drinks the entire glass. But then
It's Fiona whiskey.
So he'll drink some of it. He's not chugging this, that's for damn sure. He has to be able to fly home.
Has your character does he at least know what Gnosis feels like?
I would assume after 6 months, yes.
Okay, because that has he gets a free Gnosis if he's not on a full pool.
He has any. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say you get there was a Gnosis in that, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to assume that since he hasn't spent any to do anything, he's probably. But yeah, he's probably he looks down at the glass like, what did you put in this? This is weird and tasty.
Sings just lifts his glass. Sings just winks at McKenna and raises his glass to Stormtail again. God damn it, I'm slurring out of character. And he Just takes another sip. He didn't like down the whole thing, but he takes another sip.
Stormtail follows suit, and then as he's lowering the glass, if you like roofie coladas, come out of the bar.
Roofie coladas, sweetie. Roofie coladas? What the hell?
He just shrugs, like, I don't know.
Well, if that's how you get girls, you got a bad way of going about it.
Sings tries to say something, but it is completely unintelligible because he's drunk, so he accidentally
Sings!
activated
Sings!
He accidentally
She, like-
activated spirit speech.
She grabs his face and she's like, Sings! Sings!
Look sorry
me.
about
Look at
that.
me.
Sorry about
Look
that.
Look at me. Look at me. Sings.
He
Sings.
just looks at her and he's like, I got it now. I got it now.
She gives
come
him
back.
a polite, like, little, like, smack on the side of the face to get him back in the swing.
Oh.
How would one of those actually happen in regards of a polite context?
It's not like a full-on slap. It's just like more like of a tap, like the top upper four fingers. Like, hey, catch your attention. Like, stop being drunk.
I got it. Oh,
He
gee.
gets it as a Fiona, the stop being drunk slap.
Yeah. God damn it, you need to have resist toxin slap.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of looks at Stormtail. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that.
No, you're okay. I mean,
Let's just
are
hope he
you gonna be
doesn't
okay?
accidentally, like, shift into Krynos at the bar or some shit.
Oh, if he does, Stormtail's gone.
He kind of... When you say that, he kind of goes, I probably fine, I guess.
McKenna is like in an exceptionally good mood. Beyond her usual. And she actually like looks at the bartender and she's like, and gets up and walks behind the bar, and he just kind of like lifts his hands up. He's like, okay. And she starts throwing together shots.
Sings will actually look at the bartender. Oi, you got any Earn Brew back there? I think I might need some of that.
Stormtail just kind of picks up the glass he's already got, and he's kind of like holding it against his chest, like, oh god, I found crazy people. Takes a sip, and he's like hiding behind it almost.
He just starts mixing miscellaneous like liquors together, making shots. Like, for example, here she gives you a shot that is 2 different types of liquor and an orange juice chaser. She's like, you should drink these.
He'll drink it.
Stormtail's gonna, is she gonna put one in front of each of them?
Yep,
Or-
she puts a shot in front of each of them and one in front of herself. She lifts up the shot and she's like, cheers, boys, cheers. Cheers to new beginnings. She looks at Stormtail and smiles at him. And then she looks at Sings and she's like, cheers to new ranks.
He
The
goes,
quote-unquote with anyone.
cheers.
At which point Stormtail
And
just kind
shoots.
of he just
She-
lifts the glass that he had in the first place, and he just kind of goes back to sipping that.
McKenna, like I said, she slams hers back.
Things are just...
And
after that
apparently
shot,
my kinfolk are yipping in the background. I'll be back.
Sings is, he's kind of just... After he does the shot, he's taking it a lot slower. He at least knows when he's drunk. And he's kind of sitting there. He's when the bartender brings him the earned brew he asked for, he just sits there and he's sipping his whiskey and he has the earned brew next to him.
Mhm.
Like he every once in a while he'll look at it and he'll be like kind of just like staring at the bottle like, yep, I'm fucked.
Cool beans. So, oh, I clicked on the thing. Where did I click on the thing?
You're still here.
Oh, well, that's good. Why is it not showing?
If you did a roll, sometimes they won't show.
That's unfortunate.
When that happens, if you click on the successes once, they'll show up in a green circle, and we should be able to see that.
It's not showing up.
Well, it's gone back like it got like it's loading them up, but I don't see anything.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, it came up. It came up as a 2576, but it pretty much is just It was
Okay.
just. Excuse me.
I'm pretty much gonna leave it that McKenna got up and went to the restroom.
Mhm.
Just for discrepancies.
Okay.
And she eventually comes out, and she actually comes out of the back area. She used the employee restroom. She comes back with another bottle, and she sets it on the bar. She's like,
Stormtail
"So,
looks from the
boys, how
bottle.
deep do you want to go?"
Not very.
Oh, honey, what's wrong? Weak stomach?
If you'll excuse the pun, I am a little bit of a lightweight.
She's clearly slightly buzzed.
She's clearly a lush. There's a difference.
No. She likes the booze. And
Sings is just he's holding his head on the table, like he finished his glass, but he's like holding his head on the table, just like he has a headache already.
she leans forward and she like leans down towards Sing's ear and whispers, "Wake up, sweetie. We've only just begun."
And he just groans. Get away from me! You got me goddamn drunk already.
And then she looks at him, and oh, you said the magic words. Are you Sings? Are you kidding me?
He
Are
just
you
looks
a
at her.
pussy?
Oh shit! Well, actually, he doesn't know what that means. He looks at her. No, I am
Are
not.
you a
I am not
pussy?
female. He goes, I am not a female. What? What?
Can you drink? Can you continue to drink, Sings?
Of course I can. I can drink all night.
She's like, "All right, then sit your ass up and drink this with us." And she looks at Stormtail. "Would you care to join us?" Completely different demeanor towards you.
A little bit less
And she's
antagonistic.
obviously familiar. She's obviously familiar with Sings, which is why she's acting this way. And she's trying to be cooler with you.
So Bill's commenting in the
Mhm.
chat there. Anyway,
Yep.
as in regards to McKenna, he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm good. And he's still got his drink from the first glass. He's like, I'll just stick with this. I'm good.
No, you're cool. But she's gonna. You're cool. You're cool. But he has no excuse. She looks seriously offended at Sings.
He just kind of reaches over and like taps Sing's shoulder. He's like, yeah, dude. I mean, look at you. You're a big strapping guy. Put those muscles to work.
He says,
Beat up that alcohol.
She gives him a pat on the back, like it's kind of a heavy pat.
Happy petting.
Sam walks in.
he just sits up. Sorry.
Go ahead, you're good. He just walks in.
Sam!
Sings grabs the bottle. Sings grabs the bottle of herb, starts guzzling it because he's like, "Holy fuck, I'm gonna need this."
Oh, good on ya, Sings. She gives him a tap on the back. Sam, how the fuck are ya?
And I gotta roll my stamina because I'm pretty sure that is alcoholic.
Holy shit. That's your stamina. You're
So-
fucked, dude. You're drunk as hell.
It's only a botch, not a double.
That's enough.
Why is my dice stream is not showing anything right now?
It
It's
happens
good.
from
If
time
you're
to time.
just using Manicam, it doesn't allow the dice stream for some reason.
I'm usually
John-
pretty chill about being. I expect my people to be honest, and if they're not, then they're just ruining the experience for themselves. So
Yeah.
if I don't
We'll
see your
find out.
dice stream and you tell me what you have, that's fine.
But yeah, I believe John, he uses Manicam too. He uses Manicam and then a lower third. That seems to kick the dice in,
Yep.
just to help him.
Yeah, because that's what I
I'm
use,
more
and
than
my
willing
dice
to
are
trust
working.
you until someone says, nope, this didn't happen this way. Always. You're really
He looks-
ruining the experience for yourself by lying about dice rolls, so...
Especially something so minor as, checking, as you put it, to see if he's ragey.
You rolled what? Stamina, primal urge?
Sings will just look at the guy.
He looks
Oh,
over
that's
McKenna.
right. Sings hasn't met Sam, that's right. Sam, how are you?
Okay. I see you've been hitting the bottle early.
I presume you are, looking for dreams of home? She
It would be
struggles.
nice. Yeah.
Dreams of home, dreams of home. I haven't seen her. She's clearly,
Yeah, he seems a bit distracted.
I mean, she's got her resist toxin activated, so she's not shit hammered, but
Resist is not immunity.
exactly. I heard you got stuck on shoveling duty, man.
Hey, have you seen the Iron Tower lately? It's got guards.
Well, you know,
And little fortresses.
yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Hey, I was bored. He just told me to shovel it. He didn't tell me what to do with it. So.
And that's his fault. That's his fault. Specifics
You
are
know,
always
you're not-
key.
You should know when you're messing with the new moon, you got to be specific.
Actually, Sam, because you've been around McKenna so often, roll your perception primal urge.
Okay. Ooh, big whopping.
At the mention of guards,
Ouch.
Stranger just kind of looks over at Sings
He
and
doesn't
says,
do shit.
Nope, you're the same as Sings. Congratulations.
Completely bored.
Stormtail just kind of looks over at Sings at the mention of guards. It's like, how crazy has it been?
Oh,
Nepolis just made it sound like
you
guys are
have-
busy.
Oh, you have no idea.
He's getting drunk, so his accent's coming out. You got no idea, laddie. It's been absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. I got all kinds of shit that I heard about.
He looks over at Stormtail. The guards I'm talking about are giant and made of snow.
Yeah.
Does he actually say that?
They're
Yes, he
completely-
looks right at you and says that.
which point he's now got this like completely confused look on his face, like, snow?
Do you want to
Snowman.
build a snowman?
He's just got this like incredulous look on his face as he sets his glass down. He's like, okay, so wolves, cats, birds, what next? Frosty is a thing?
Hey,
No, I just
hey,
think
when you
snowman.
say
hey,
wolves-
we met Santa Claus, man. We met Santa Claus.
Oh.
He's
You
an
say
asshole,
wolves,
by the way.
When you say wolves, Sings looks at you. Yeah, we're wolves. We're not dogs, you know. We're not dogs.
And he
Well,
turns around,
some
he
act
points
like
at Sing's nose, and he says, I apologized for that.
Sings boops him on the nose and back. He just reaches up and boops him.
So, McKenna, you haven't seen dreams around anywhere?
I'll go check. She like takes the bottle with her, but she makes sure to fills the rest of Stormtail's glass and the rest of Sing's glasses. She looks at you and she's like, if you drank, I'd give you some.
He
I'll
goes
go
over
check.
He goes over to the bar, goes up to Eric. Hey, Eric, get me Coke with grenadine, please.
Eric gives him his Coke with grenadine.
He puts a 20 on the bar.
He'll give you your change, and McKenna will
just
get
looks
up
at
and half.
He just looks at it.
She looks half buzzed as she walks towards the back end of the bar and disappears up the stairs. This giving you guys a moment.
He just sits at the bar, just kind of staring at his drink.
Yeah, like I just put in chat, the Stormtail is kind of doing something similar, where he's just staring at the glass that he had made some progress on. She just refilled it, and he's just staring at it like, what did I deserve this?
Sings is looking between the two of you. No, so it's all the downers. You gotta smile a little. You're in a fucking bar. Smile.
People don't come to bar to smile.
Smile.
They come to a bar to get drunk.
Well, you do if you're a Fianna, and he says it very loudly. You come to a bar to smile and have a good time.
He just looks over.
Yeah.
That explains so much. That just explains so much.
Yeah. I mean, I get that, but just I was enjoying what I already had. I was making progress. He's like laying his head down so that he can get a proper in profile view of the still full glass now that he just points at it like, I almost defeated it, and now I don't. Then he turns over to Sam, who just walked in. She's an enabler, isn't she?
Yep.
That's her shtick.
Yep. Why do you think I still for the cherry coke?
No kidding. Mind you, and then he points to things. What he put in this in the first place is amazing.
Probably didn't help your situation either. Never trust a Fianna to fill your glass.
Sings just takes out. He just takes out a flask and Sings downs it. You notice it like refills immediately. He puts it back at his waist. Oh, that helped a bit. Oh. He's like rubbing his forehead now.
Looking over. Drinking more doesn't help.
It goes for a Fianna. That's about as useful as they get most of the time.
And out of the back room emerges this lady with the dark hair, and she's looking very directly at Sam because she knows precisely who he is.
I'm gonna be good this time around.
Meanwhile, while she's doing that,
Go ahead.
And her glance darts back and forth between Sings and Stormtail. And back at Sam, and she's like, "You," she points at Sam, "come with me." And she motions her finger in the "come with me" fashion.
Wait.
I'm not in trouble. I didn't do it this time. He gets up, takes his drink. See, look, I get here and I'm already in trouble. I didn't even do nothing but come in and get a drink. I even paid for it.
Well, that's why you don't go around insulting Fiona, you know. It gets you in trouble when you do that.
Who said anything about Fiona?
I know what I'm in trouble for. He's just
James at
not.
home looks at you, and then she looks at Sam, and she's like, "Come on." She's actually very polite to Sam, like, "Come on."
Because he's not lush on the day in the bar.
And she leads Sam to the back room.
Oh, this room.
And she sits down, and she looks at Sam, and she's like, what in the name of Gaia were you thinking?
I wasn't. I already got yelled at. I already did my
I'm well aware.
punishment.
I'm well aware, pup. I'm well aware. I'm not telling you that you can't come here by any stretch of the means. In fact, I'm rather impressed that you had the balls to show up here after what you did in the first place.
Loss of sanity, that's all I can claim.
Well, pup, I'm guessing you've come here to make an apology.
That too. But there was something else. I don't know if we should get involved, but it could be important.
Sit down. Talk to me. I don't know you. I can't be too pissed at you.
I do want to apologize for my behavior the last time I was here. And I assure you it won't happen again.
Believe me, the fox has apologized too. She rolls her eyes at mention of the fox.
Yeah, he kind of just shrugs and just keeps his mouth shut. He's learned. I had a few friends in the city, and I was sent a rather disturbing video. One that most aren't aware existed.
What do you mean? You gonna show me this video, or are you just gonna tell me about it?
He unzips his bag, pulls out his laptop, opens up, types in his password, rubs his thumb along the little spot.
She's watching Sam very intently.
He clicks open, obviously, one of the files. You see a file of the inside of Cyberdulia. It looks like some kind of security camera. What you see is what looks like a strike force come in. It looks like they're killing kids.
Oh God, why did you have to incite this? It's a rage roll for the record. God damn it, there's that infamous D20.
Awesome.
Alright, so she definitely looks extremely pissed at this video.
Yeah, it took me a minute after I saw it to calm down too.
So good. You mean to tell me they're messing with children?
I mean to tell me about 40 children, or 40 of these people in this building here, are missing.
What's the building?
It's called Cyberdelia. It's a hangout for teenagers and those who have computer skills. He looks at you. To be honest, it's a hacker place.
Yeah.
These were friends.
So one
These
of
were
your
associates.
persuasions would know.
Not. I knew, maybe not personally, but I knew these people. These were fellow hackers that I talked to all the time. Last message I got from Black Knight was, "We're in trouble. keep a hold of this.
I'll look into my sources regarding that. I'm pretty
From what they
adept.
told
I'm
me,
not as adept as you people are with the computer skills, but I'm adept enough.
from what they told me, Silver Surfer, which is like the elite hacker in the city, he is basically, well, next to me, he's basically like the hacker god here. But for the mortals, he is the hacker god. He had made a deal with people, and the only description I can give is, well, what they gave me was pale guys who seemed rather shady and seemed to have a way of making people scatter from near them when they had a conversation.
Being what you are, Bill, intelligence, kindred lore.
Yes. It would at least tell you that it.
8,
That's
7,
enough.
8,
Yep.
3.
That's enough to tell you that it definitely sounds like vampires, definitely, because of pale skin. The ability to make people leave could be a couple things. Specifically, one of them said they just kind of said leave, and one of the ones at the table just felt an urge to get up and walk away. Their exact words. I think their connection. I'm not saying the kindred are at fault, but I'm saying that may have something to do with the attack.
So you mean to tell me I need to find this kindred liaison again?
I don't know who did it, but the description they gave, I could, give you a pretty good description of the two.
Describe to me what you can, boy.
He
I
does.
apologize.
Out of character, he describes Mr. Ransdale and Carmine.
So I need to
I
contact.
mean, they were paying the guys really well for simple hacking stuff, which we do all the time. The weird thing is, there was a specific hack that they wanted him to do. I don't think he was supposed to tell his other hackers, but he did. They broke into a bank account owned by Thomas Roderick.
She has actually heard this name, so let's realize.
I don't know who the guy is, but they wanted information
Yeah.
on him. Apparently, they didn't get a lot.
That name is familiar to me. I
This
don't
guy
know
is
too
like-
much about him.
This guy's like a ghost, apparently, in all systems. I mean, when you got groups like us working to hack into your system and we can't find you, that either means you don't exist,
Okay.
or you got people better than us, which takes a lot.
One of your persuasion might be able to look into this better. I have been talking to one of the kindred. They have been looking into a company called Ram Wolf and Hart. And normally this wouldn't concern me. However, one of our own has decided to make it one of her own personal undertakings.
Okay.
What can you dig up on that?
And what exactly do you want me to? I mean,
As much as you can. I don't want one of my elders walking into something unaware. She wears a very serious expression.
from everything I've heard, that's a very dangerous proposition. Net-wise.
As far as I understand, they're a very powerful law firm.
He nods. We can get basic information. A few of my buddies have tried to crack some codes, only to fail.
That's no good. That's no good.
I mean, it happened a long
No.
time ago. I mean, naturally, we get curious. You give us time, we're bored, we want to do something. We challenge each other all the time to goofy little events. Saw the movie Hackers? Yeah, we did a lot of that.
I'll tell you what, kid. You keep looking into this, and we're not gonna have issues.
All right. That's going to take a while.
This is something that my sept in particular is looking into. I know you're not of our persuasion, but you're of our type, but you don't dwell at our home.
You're not.
You dwell more in the city and have a better connection. I'm willing to listen to you and forgive your prior actions if you're willing to share information with me.
Anything I get.
She extends her hand to him,
Extends his.
and
I'll
she
do what I
shakes
can.
his hand.
Mind you, I do have limited abilities, and if I'm going to do this, I need backup. My problem is, that video, that was all my backup. So I need to go looking through various sources online to see if I can't find those of that particular persuasion who can help.
I'll hook you up with some others of your type. You got a email address?
Of course.
She passes her email address off to you.
Okay. And see him type up a quick thing. He types pretty fast. Sends it. There you go. Then he should have an
Alright.
email waiting on you. Just so you got my email address.
All right.
Mind you, I change it all the time, so it may change, but I'll keep updating you when it changes. Can't be too careful in my line of work. He smiles.
Can't be too careful in anybody's line of work these days. Now, I've got now I've got a lot more on my plate to deal with. Maybe I'll catch up with you when I've got something else.
That's fine. I mean, I know, we always, our job is mainly to fight the worm in every way. I have a bad feeling that this video is connected in some way to some of our problems.
Oh, no doubt about it, kid.
And I've
No
heard the
doubt.
rumors about what's going on in the city. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I play too many video games, but it sounds like there's something much larger at work here. And it sounds like we're all getting the shaft and the runaround purposely to keep us from seeing the bigger picture.
There's something always above us. There's something always causing drama, shit, whatever phrase you prefer.
But there's some reason specifically that us, the finger wagglers, and the kindred are all busy. Doesn't it seem kind of odd that all of us seem to be busy at the exact same time? We all have little things in and out.
She smiles at him and she actually gives him a pat on the shoulder. I like your pattern of thinking, kid.
It's too funny. I mean, you sit, you watch things, you learn, you observe.
Jesus Christ, 30 missed messages. The fuck?
I mean, there's definitely something going on, and I don't like it because it's getting really, really freaky. I mean, to attack hackers who haven't really done anything. I mean, yeah, we do some bad things every now and then, but we were just, that's our hangout spot. That's where we, go to blow off steam, relax, and really just chit chat. It's basically like a bar area for kids.
See, I have this.
There's 40 plus kids in there, and now they're all gone. Literally, I can't find any of them. I wouldn't have brought it to our kind's concern, but like I said, something
Children
just
are
don't seem
children.
right.
I will look. So much to look into. She looks rather agitated.
Sorry, just figured you'd like to know.
No.
Couldn't find anybody at
You're
my
correct
center
letting
to
us
talk to.
know. You're correct in letting us know. At this point, she's gonna be like, alright, you go talk to them. I've got business to attend to.
You're not.
I'm glad for your assistance, but you've brought a lot of things to my attention that need to be brought elsewhere.
He closes up his laptop, puts it back in his bag.
And Holly is going to drop out of this scene because McKenna has disappeared drunkenly, and Dreams of Home is rather agitated and has elder things to do. So
Now,
the
before
three of you,
before he leaves, he looks at Dreams. I would be very, very careful entering into that law firm, if that's your plan.
this is not my plan, but it is my elder's plan.
I would be very careful from everything we are able to ascertain. There's
I
something
can't-
big going down, and that's part of it.
I can't stop her, but I can inform her, and that is my intent. And I do
We'll do what we
appreciate
can.
your concern.
Yeah, we'll do what we can. I mean, there have been a lot of, by the way, there have been a lot of issues lately, electronics-wise. It seems security systems are going on the fritz, and
I've noticed
various
that.
other systems. Yeah, they're off and on. I mean, they're not fully down, but I'm trying to check into it, see if I can't find it. It strikes a familiar chord with those who are in the know, like some like of my persuasion. It sounds like a possible start to a virus. I'm trying to see if that's exactly what it is. If it is, we can find a way around it. But I'd be very careful with things right now.
Very well. I will further look into that, and maybe you can, if I have overheard properly, they might need some help in the other room.
Drinking? No, I'm good.
Not necessarily drinking, she chuckles. Maybe someone with a clear head can help them. However-
See what I can do.
However, I have a lot of Umbral research to do,
Oh boy.
and I look forward to speaking with you more.
I'll get you what information I can when I get it.
Have a nice evening, sir.
Oh yeah, for a minute. It's at the drunks. He walks out.
And she stays in the back room and acquires her stuff and eventually leaves out the front door.
Alright. You guys can start talking now.
We've been talking. I don't know what you're talking
Yep, and this is where Holly jumps out because Holly has a bunch of stuff to catch up on.
about. Later.
Later.
Well, Holly is a
Mm,
slacker
shortly.
for that.
Sam walks out, looks at you two. I hear you guys need help with something?
Oh, did you get
Besides drinking?
volunteered?
Apparently. It's my...
Stings leans over to Stormtail. I'd be kind of careful. I don't know, but some of my kind don't take quite kindly to being ribbed like that. You might want to make sure you know them a bit more before you start making jokes at his expense.
He looks, huh?
He's just kind of staring at Sing like, oh, you bastard. Trying to throw me under the bus.
Stings just winks at him.
I will remember this.
So what do you guys need help with? Someone that a clear head can assist you with. Sips on those Coke.
I don't know
Well-
what you're talking about. I got a perfectly clear head myself.
Maybe see through from your ear, and he's kind of trying to look into his ear.
Stings just puts his hand on your shoulder and squeezes. In a friendly, not a too threatening way, but just like
Remember, I'm stronger than you. Got it. Okay. Anyway, so hi. Well, I guess first of all, who are you?
Samuel Peterson.
Okay.
He smiled. If you haven't already figured out, this is a shifter-friendly bar, and shifters tend to be the more predominant ones in here.
Yeah, between McKenna and Sings here, and I don't know who that lady is, and
He dreams of home, she's an elder.
his eyes just kind of get big, like, oh,
Nina,
okay.
don't worry, she's not too worried about it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn into a broken record by the end of the night. But anyway, so I'm new in town. Hi.
Mhm.
I also have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Awesome. I
At which
don't know
point
how I
he,
can help you.
he just kind of looks over at Sings and pats him on the shoulders, like, "Here, you're the one getting the most frustrated about it. How about you give him the summary here?"
I'm not even sure if he can help you, but
Sings just sighs and looks at Sam. He doesn't even know what a gift is.
oh, good lord.
For the most
Yeah, he's
ironic,
lucky we found them before one of those Cambridge found them.
They got their own problems.
he's for the most ironic reasons, pretty much just smiling at Sam now, like he's proud, almost proud of the fact that he can cause such headache just by being there.
Wow. Just, do you at least know what you are?
Yes, but I didn't for about a solid 6 months. I found out what it was called about 4 days ago.
See if he notices, because I noticed something very specific that the Korax have that I didn't realize until I read it.
No, which is that?
The elongated ring finger. Didn't know they had it, did you?
Yes, I read about that part.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it, and I just always described them as normal. But it specifically say it's longer than the middle finger, so he notices it, thinks it's a little weird, but
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then what are you? That might help a little, maybe. He shrugs.
Well, tweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although I didn't think you
So-
guys did tweet.
Oh, that could have
Wasn't it
been
more
worse.
caw? Smile.
No, Kaka is the littler ones.
Tweet
It's more like
is
a
a little
bird.
smaller.
This is yes,
He
but
just smiles.
and he's just
Look, see, I frustrated him now.
he's like tripping over his own tongue, like okay, you got me. I walked into that one.
Yep, you did. Okay, so you're Korax. Okay, that's not so bad.
It seems like everybody's bigger than me.
Well, I don't know the first thing about.
You'll get used to that pretty fast.
I assume they asked me to assist you for a very specific reason, so I'm kind of waiting to hear what this reason is, other than the fact that you don't know gifts, because I don't think we can teach you.
Well,
Hey,
but
McKenna says something about he needs to meet one of the other Korax on the sept. That's probably why they asked you.
Then you have to be here on the. Well, that wouldn't be my sept then. He looks at you. I'm from the Iron Tower.
wait, so you're Iron Tower?
I'm one of them.
Okay.
Sings will actually look at Stormtail and go, Didn't she say they are over at the Iron Tower? Oh no.
She said,
Oh, she's
yes.
Do they have a
Scott
Korax?
is
Say Iron
apparently at
Tower?
the Iron Tower.
Fuck, I didn't even know that the Korax was not. Meh. I've met a few.
At which point he's just kind of like, hey,
Apparently, I didn't realize I met a Korax and wasn't aware of it.
Do you know a guy named Scott Wells?
Name sounds familiar. I don't know. Iron Tower's kind of a big place. It's like, you know.
If his first name is Orson, I'm going to be upset.
I didn't ask, but once I see him, I will definitely ask. He smiles. Well, if you need to get to the Iron Tower, I'm actually headed back that way. Because that's my normal set, so that's where I usually go.
Sings will stand up. Or you're you go, little Korax. There's really no reason to be around here.
I mean, you
No.
can sit and hang out here if you want. Just figure give you a free ride. Since I'm heading that way anyways.
Well, there's no. Yeah, there's. He just kind of looks over at things like, as good company as you are, you don't quite have the same assets that McKenna did, so you're a little bit less enticing to try and stay hanging around. So.
Sims just chuckles at that.
So I think I'm probably gonna go and try and see how this works. And
Oh, you actually tapped on his rage right there.
uh-oh.
You didn't frenzy, but
That sounded interesting.
That's all I'm saying. Just thought I'd let you know.
So what'd I call you?
Well, first is things would you do anything, do or say anything, or is it gonna be just deal with
No.
it?
He's gonna contain himself.
See, probably end up being a recurring thing in hotels and otherwise. But anyway, so in response to Sammy, just turns around, he takes his hand out to basically call me Stormtail.
He extends his hand. Like I said, Sam Peterson. If you don't know, I'm a glasswalker. Hence why I tend to hang out at the Iron Tower. I'm a computer
You don't
geek.
even know that much. You don't even know that much. So,
He's gonna learn it eventually. Might as well know it now. I'm a computer geek, so if you need any, cop stuff, I can help you. But apparently, I've been also tasked with another problem. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do some hacking and some, stuff that probably would get me arrested if anybody could find me. But I will get you to the Iron Tower safely. Any particular music you like? Yeah, we don't know because he left.
he might have froze and had to reload.
Yeah. Is he on his phone or on the computer?
He's on a computer.
Yeah. I know that
Sing-
phone sometimes kicks out a lot.
Yeah. Sings will look at Sam and go, "Well, I actually need to get to the Iron Tower too. You mind if I go with?
Nah, sure. I got room.
I've got to find. You know any Foster and Thayerges on your set? I was told I need to look for one of them.
There's a couple. Damn. Man, I don't remember all their names. I was forced to not ask names or any titles. I had to literally walk around the set and try and figure out their rank by just feeling them out, so to speak. Ugh. I am never getting in trouble again, I'm telling you.
Sounds like it's not something you should probably do. I know that myself. It's not something you should do.
Yeah, I was a little blah.
He'll just
Some bad news was brought to my attention ahead of time, and well, then a little fox decided to set me off. Ugh, bastard.
They seem to like doing that a lot. All of them fair like to do that.
That's what foxes are for. See if that comes back. May not have.
Yeah, I'm messaging him.
I mean, if nothing else, we could just, end it there by saying, Sam gives both of you guys a ride to the Iron Tower. That's Josh's thing, so you're gonna have to deal with Josh because I don't know, maybe PJ's now. I'm not real sure. Get a hold of Holly, find out who's running the Iron Tower thing, or if she's taking it back over again.
Oh no, I'm going there for a completely separate reason. So
I know,
Holly's
but-
probably estimating that.
Well, it all depends. And I know, there we go. Because I know Josh at one point was running everything involving the Iron Tower. That way, Holly could focus on just this windswept.
So I have to apologize. My computer froze up and I had to
Oh,
restart it.
good. We figured.
Yeah, it was pretty much right as
Yeah, apparently Sam's giving everybody a ride.
when they
Because everybody has
when
to
they
go to the tower.
yeah. So once they head outside, Stormtail probably would have started turning towards the alley and then stopped and said, "Oh no, I might need to talk more. Never mind." And he actually went in.
Sam points to the car you see in the picture. That's my car. We can drive there. You will have to go through the city. It is a little cold. I can only imagine it would be very comfortable for you. I have heater. Have heater. We'll travel.
He just kind of shrugs. It's like, whatever.
I just figure it's easier. Save you a little flapping. And the seats are comfy. He walks over.
Yeah, as he's climbing, he's like, "Oh, don't get me wrong. The heater is wonderful. It's definitely a nice change for the last 6 months. Just it's just already it feels how to put
Just
it.
experienced your first change, huh?
6 months ago.
Wow. And they didn't teach you much before they sent you on your way? Jeez.
Nobody sent me anywhere. I only
I
finally
don't know
ran
how
into somebody.
work.
From the sounds of things didn't work. That's the problem.
Ah.
As far as out of character stuff, normally, just like everybody else, once they have their first change, the parent and for them also whoever's was guarding there in the first place is pretty much supposed to jump on them and then say, "Okay, here's your stuff. Here's the gist of it."
I know.
And
Korax are one of my favorite to play too.
oh,
Jojo is actually my character. The Korax I kept mentioning in group chat. Jojo's my character that I had brought in. But he didn't really fit in because of the way he was. Yours might do better, but I had set mine up a little different, but that's because he's based off the exact same character and everything in another game. So.
Yeah.
I just had to younger him up.
Yeah, for Stormtail, pretty much his big issue is the fact that he never, whoever his parent was or the guardian, something must have happened because they have no idea. He never got to talk to them.
That's never good. Yeah, so Sam will drive you to the Iron Tower, which is, I believe, it's basically looks like a kind of corporate-like setup.
It's probably where we'll have to
no
end the
control
scene just because. Yeah.
I have no control over it after that, but he'll give you a ride. He'll give you both a card if you guys have a way of contacting, have a cell phone or whatever. His card says Peterson Computer Security. It has a phone number and email address. It says Samuel Peterson, CEO and President of. He spent a little money, got some business cards.
Does that mean Sings just looks at the card and then kind of looks at Sam, looks at the card, looks at Sam?
Yes, it's my card. Yes, it's my company.
Okay, what am I supposed to do with it? I mean...
Ugh, you don't know... Oh my god, you guys have been living in... Well, he at least has an excuse. You've been living in a hole.
He looks incredibly smug.
Well, at least you would... You think I'd use something weaverish like that? And when if you notice Stormtail looking smug, he just goes, "No, not all of us were born on 2 legs."
I'm Nephthys made sure that I was quite well aware of that.
Yeah, he's saying he was born a wolfie.
Yes. Yes. I've
Same.
gathered as much. I know how to
Yeah.
put 2 + 1 = 5.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Smart
But yeah,
ass.
we can pretty much end the scene there. He'll walk you in, basically, give you a quick tour. But since I, out of character, have no idea how the fucking sept is set up yet, I've been asking for information about that. He'll just give you a quick tour. I know there's a lounge. That's about as much as I know because that's the only place my character's been.
Okay. So end scene there.
Yep, that'll work.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and stay tuned for more.